and that's why it's a good idea to just drive slower, allow yourself plenty of room between you and the car in front of you, because you could start sliding at any time. Now, especially tonight, we're looking from Harleton all the way down to Nye, over to Livingston, and back to Columbus. We're looking at a lot of snow blowing over the highway that can create some black icing conditions. And in fact, we even have a winter weather advisory till 5 o'clock tomorrow night for blowing snow and reduced visibility, and winds blowing up to 60 miles per hour from basically Harleton on down to Nye, and so on and so forth. We'll have the complete forecast coming your way in a few more minutes. Zoe?
Thanks, Bob. I didn't know that, so learning something new every day. And cars could easily slide off the road because of icy conditions during the winter. And 7 years ago, one Billings man noticed how often people needed help with their cars because of the weather just right outside of his house. Scott Cadlow told Q2 he could only imagine all the people throughout the city who need help during the winter. So he decided to start a volunteer-based group in the community, Yellowstone County Roadside Assistance, to help people who get stuck in the snow.
Well, we started the group to help other people out throughout Yellowstone County. And if they need help with changing a tire or light mechanical work, or even getting pulled out of a snowbank, we go out there and we help them out. We had more people getting stuck last year than I've seen since my entire time being in Billings. And we're going, I need help helping people. So I got a hold of a couple of my friends, like, I need help. I'm like, okay, we're gonna do this, and get the group going and see what happens. Yeah. And this kind of blew up from there. Have emergency supplies like sandbags, snow shovel, chains, tow straps, four-wheel drive if you got it, helps a lot. Just drive slow and take your time.
And Cadlow says if you have trouble in the city, do not hesitate to ask for help. But when it comes to the interstate, he suggests, just for safety for them and for you as a driver, to call the MHP. Montana drivers started the new year the right way with very few drunk driving arrests. The Montana Highway Patrol reported only 10 driving under the influence arrests on state highways in a 24-hour period between New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. There were 53 reported crashes and no fatalities during that same time period.
There's a lot of attention, public message about getting the message out about drinking and driving. We also have a lot of services to help people get home safely. That message seems to have been heard.
MHP reported 181 highway fatalities in 2018 and are hoping that number goes down in 2019. As the holiday break draws to a close, there could be some movement to restart negotiations to end the partial government shutdown. As CBS News correspondent Nicole Killian reports from the White House, President Trump is calling for a meeting tomorrow.
President Trump made his intentions clear Tuesday, tweeting, "Border security and the wall thing and shutdown is not where Nancy Pelosi wanted to start her tenure as Speaker. Let's make a deal?" Pelosi responded with a tweet of her own that reads, "The president has given Democrats a great opportunity to show how we will govern responsibly." President Trump has invited congressional leaders from both parties to the White House Wednesday for a briefing on border security.
We have to have a wall as part of border security.
After posting a video Monday about the need to fund the wall. The potential progress comes as the Smithsonian Museums and the National Zoo close Wednesday, the latest casualty of the shutdown. The zoo's popular panda cam will go dark, but all of the animals will still be cared for. The closures were concerning for visitors at the National Air and Space Museum.
To close down culture and the arts for people, to affect people's paychecks and their salaries, it makes me a little uncomfortable as an American citizen.
Some Democrats say the White House meeting is just a stunt. The administration has offered few details about the briefing, which comes on day 12 of the shutdown. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell plans to attend, as do officials from the Department of Homeland Security and Customs and Border Protection. The Democratic-controlled House intends to vote on legislation later this week to reopen the government without new money for the wall. But that's unlikely to win the approval of the president. Nicole Killian, CBS News, the White House.
The largest federal employee union is suing the government, claiming that forcing employees to work without pay violates federal law. Well, coming up tonight on the 10 o'clock news, Billings rang in the new year and new life today. We'll meet them Plus, not all viral things are bad. We'll look at the internet crazes from 2018. Later in sports, before we get going on the new year, we take a look at the best athletes of 2018 with a special tribute.
You're watching MTN News with Jay Cohn and Janelle Slade. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire and sports with Scott Green. This is the 10 o'clock news on Q2, Montana's news leader.